Good afternoon. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing really well. I've already got a couple of technical problems with the MD-88, but I was kind of hoping in the Discord lounge we'd get it sorted, but I might need your help in the live chat now. Seems we're already on the clock. Very warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. Hit like, hit subscribe, join us in the live chat. We're at Newcastle in the Maddog today, flying the MD-88 all the way to Innsbruck for the what currently is planned to be the Circle to Land 08. So it's going to be a good little trip today. We're on the VATSIM network. Welcome MPS, Scott as well. Good to see you, Badger. Welcome Sean, Scott Driver Training. Welcome David, Gav as well, Sam, Grant. Welcome folks, Ian and Rob. Good afternoon to all of you. Zato, how you doing? Zato's obviously created this livery as part of a wider pack for the MD-80 series from Leonardo Software House, the Maddog X 20th anniversary edition. And we've got loads of different options available, including some more retro options too, which look pretty spectacular. So thank you as always for the effort there. So this is where the difficulty begins. I can't set my parking brake, and I similarly can't set GSX. I don't really know what's going on with GSX at the moment, but I'm having a few problems with it. And I don't know what's happening with the parking brake either. It might just be stupid, but I also, for some reason, cannot open the front door of the MD-80, full stop, no matter what I try. I can get all the other doors open and do all of the rest of it, but the front main left door will not open. And just to show you what I mean here, pull to engage, sort of press the brake pedals in, I'm kind of getting that weird behaviour there, and that forward main door, look, I click it, nothing happens. It's where I need a bit of troubleshooting maybe from some of you guys. That's what happens when you open the door from the inside. So something's clearly not quite right there. I don't know what's happening. But equally GSX isn't wanting to play ball either today. But we'll close that. Yeah, GSX has been a bit of a mess lately, but I don't know what's happening with this. That's the problem. I mean, it has to be a keybind to lock the door. Well, I thought that yesterday, so I was kind of looking into it, and I couldn't for the life of me find any keybinds that clashed with it. It made no sense. Oh, let's get that stairs folded away. Nightshadow had a similar problem with the CRJ yesterday, so maybe it is a wider GSX issue. Lovely. So, where are we? I thought GPU's connected. Where's the chocks option? Because I've got some chocks in the way as well. I don't know why. There's all sorts going on today. I have no idea what's going on with the sim. Anyway, flight director's on. Flight director's on. Somebody's pinged me on vPilots. It's ground. God's sake. Yeah, I knew we'd get a reroute. Christ almighty. It's all going on today. What? Ateb Erlot package topper. I don't get it. That is in my flight plan. Confusing. I mean, it's literally there, so it's in my file flight plan as well. Right, where are we at? So, we'll get our clearance in a second. That's our routing for today. Flying to Innsbruck, runway 25 for the departure. And that's all our legs page done as well, so we can go to progress.
Departure, climb straight ahead, initial climb, flight level 80, runway 25, squawk 7274, QNH 1019.
Initial climb, 33,000 feet. Transition altitude 6.
Yes, Newcastle ground, good.
Is that correct?
Ascot 205.77 on stand.
Yeah, 6.
With information Alpha request IFR to Innsbruck.
So that's all good, that's all set. Interestingly, I've noticed this today as well, look. True airspeed 130, I assume that's as low as it can go. But we'll see, we'll see. That's all good, that's all set. Takeoff is set. 133 for the V1, rotate 137, 142. Let's get the APU fired up.
605, go to Innsbruck, after departure straight ahead runway 25.
Start. We'll pop all the pumps on.
EGNT 1019, again the squawk.
All pumps onto automatic, just for good measure.
7741 with that information Alpha.
Oscar 3305, correct.
Yeah, let me close QATL entirely and see what it does. No. Something's not right. I don't know what's happening with it.
Newcastle ground, good afternoon, EG47 Maddog X, eastbound 11, company information.
But GSX is out of the equation now, that's the thing. Now my next question, folks, is I asked it in the lounge just prior to the stream starting. Can you warp on a stand when you've started New Sky already? Because at the minute I can't push back with GSX either. What concerns me as well is I can see some chocks. I think they disappear, don't they? They disappear when we start beacon light, I believe. Are the failures to the doors? No. Don't believe so. It's weird, I've never had that issue before. So I don't really know what's happening. Flap 13 for takeoff. That's set, that's set, that's set. Okay, so just quickly check the charts because there's a lot of comms on the radio at the minute, so I can't get in. So I'm gonna. Did I start QATL?
Newcastle ground EG47 Maddog X, 320 stand 11, clearance to.
This is the new map feature.
Company information Alpha.
EG47 Lima Golf, clear to Innsbruck,
Just walk me there. Just a tiny little movement, but for some reason it meant that GSX didn't want to play ball. And even now, look, it's can't read the aircraft tonight. South open remotes. I don't know what's going on with it. The problem I've got is I might have to do a push and start. Might have to do a power back. Which I suppose we could do, couldn't we? Anyway, I feel like I'm getting mega distracted with it all. Mike says a lot of simmers having issues with flight sims everywhere. For me, it seems to be GSX now fighting with everything I've got installed. So I don't really know what's happening with it. Right, let's get some checklists on the go, get rid of the charts. Oh no, I was talking about the charts, wasn't I? And I got massively distracted. So yeah, push and start eventually. We're going to head all the way down Delta. Delta 1 for the full length of 25. Then we're going to run runway heading of 246 degrees before we start to make some vectors. Don't know why the vertical speed indicator is shown on. Flight director's good. There is a VOR here which I kind of want to track if I can. Where is it? 11425. Just get that active on the box as well. And there's an NDB 352.
Osprey 156 Tango, you're clear to lead the controls room to the northeast. Runway 25, after departure, climb straight ahead, flight level 80, squawk 7506, information Bravo.
Night Shadow, so I'm trying, it's a bit of a gamble, I'm trying the wing control Ursa throttle 3.2 today. Massive thank you to Carlito and Ashley for helping with that. I feel like I'm really out of kilter today now. GSX is really throwing me off. Doesn't take much, does it? Takeoff data set, altimeter set, departure brief, fuel pump needs to go on in a sec. So we're already there now anyway, fuel pump's on. Weight and balance, we've done. Aircraft services, ground, GPU remove. Newcastle ground, good afternoon. Osprey 165, we've got information Bravo stand 9. With an MD-88, we'll request clearance to Innsbruck, please.
Osprey 165, Newcastle ground, cleared to Innsbruck, cleared to the controls room to the northeast. After departure, runway 25, and straight ahead, flight level 80, squawk 0472, information Bravo, 019.
Thank you, NH10119, cleared to Innsbruck after departure runway 25, climb flight level 80, and we're cleared to depart the zone to the northeast, squawk 0472, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, correct, it's an H1019?
No, we'll go 1019, not Osprey 165. 0472.
Take one, ready for taxi. Tomjet 121, that's
so
Delta 1, runway 25 by Delta. Taxi to hold Delta 165 by Delta.
heading speed, that's good, that's good, we've got a flex of 42. That picture on the EFB screen, Night Shadow, is the one that came with it, mate. So we'll do vectors to the north when we do get airborne. That's all set. Parking brake's not doing anything today. And GSX is not even working at all. It wants me to go to runway 25 start planned. Look, it's bizarre. I've never ever had that in my life.
Ground, Osprey 3 Yankee, Oscar stand 14, request push and start.
Do a quick restart of QATL.
3 Yankee Oscar stand 14, hold position.
Do one final check. Yeah, look, it's not. Can't read aircraft type. It worked earlier. It actually read the aircraft type when I loaded in.
That's correct. I've got 205 request push and start.
Oh well, screw it.
Two,
If in doubt, power back.
10, hold position.
Hold position, I've got 205.
In ground, Osprey 1 Mike Alpha at standby, request push and start.
I'll catch you with a live chat in a second.
Osprey 1 was Mike Alpha, stand 4, hold position, expect 6 minutes late due to capacity, break right.
Jeez.
3 Yankee Oscar, stand 14, push start group.
I've only just got clearance.
Push and start approved, Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar.
And Newcastle ground, Osprey 165. We're ready for push and start. We'll request start up and power back, please. GSX is broken. No, Jack, they blame everyone else.
Correction, Osprey 165, report to stand number.
Stand 9er.
Osprey 167, 5, expect 9 minutes late for capacity.
Roger.
Osprey 59.
So this is RW Profiles, Newcastle Airport. This is the busiest it's ever been. Mike, interesting. X-plane users were having issues as well with GSX or just generally with other stuff. It's very strange, isn't it? Yeah, RW Profiles Newcastle, very, very nice indeed. There's one pushing back there. I thought it was my keybinds for the wind control throttle with, for example, the parking brake problem, but it can't be, because even though it wasn't working, what I've then gone and done is I've tested it on my Honeycomb Bravo, so I've plugged that in for today just as a safety backup, but I've deactivated it in the sim menu, so it's kind of like blocked off. Prior to the stream starting, I switched the profiles to the Honeycomb Bravo to test that instead, and found that the flaps, the parking brake button on the Honeycomb Bravo also didn't work.
Osprey 156 Tango, time 20, push approved.
GSX are playing funny buggers in the Phoenix as well. Yes, it's going to be a balked update, isn't it? Yet again.
Osprey 156 Tango, sorry, if you could just cancel this first, I don't know if
while we're waiting, we could, I suppose, go on to keybinds, couldn't we, and have a little look at these,
Osprey
right?
156 Tango, if you could just stop your push, since I would have then I would have you wait for like 20 minutes to land this one for no reason.
Okay, no problem. I will hold position after 156. Thank you.
Just trying to look for the load manager.
And you're at the ground EG47 Lima Golf, start 11, also ready for push and start.
EG47 Lima Golf, stand 11, hold position, 10 minutes late.
Please.
Okay, copy. Newcastle ground, spray 3 Yankee Oscar request.
Is it? Ah, right. Let me turn it down.
Correction, 3 Yankee Oscar, capital Delta 1, runway 25 by Delta.
How's that? It's because I've downloaded a ton of the music that I usually use off Spotify, and I put it into like Windows Media Player instead to run in the background, but it means that when we're
also getting in the queue for
the level of volumes is totally different, but the output of my speakers sounds the same. So unless you tell me, I don't know, unfortunately.
Okay, too much of it.
One big issue with the flaps on the wind control Ursa throttle with this aeroplane is that the detents here are so unique on the Maddog, they don't really align up properly with this aeroplane at all. So you have to kind of move it to like between 3 and 4, which I don't really like doing, but I can't work out another way around it. So that's where there is a limitation to this wind control throttle hardware on some aeroplanes like this. It just doesn't seem to work very nicely. Sam, welcome. Chris, good to see you. Skymaster, Canada, welcome.
Mr. Approver, that's got 205.
Right, where are we? So, galley power's on, APU needs to come online as well. I don't think I've popped that on. There we go. So, APU, we've got bleeds on automatic currently. That's on norm. Circuit breakers are, we don't have the lighting system for the circuit breakers are off. It's going to be a long wait, Zato, yeah. Cabin pressurization system Auto.
Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, stand 4, push and start approved.
260.
Push and start approved, Osprey 11 Mike Alpha.
And we're 1019 for the Q&H, weren't we? Yeah, 1019. So just
Osprey 598, Newcastle ground.
make sure that's set nicely.
Osprey 3, Yankee Oscar, monitor Unicom 122.8, alright?
122.8 for Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar, good afternoon.
Might as well pop that on because I'm going to have that anyway. That worries me a little bit. Can't remember if I saw that before as well. Right. X. I didn't get called, did I? Still power off and disconnected. Flight directors are on. Captains and FOs. Yeah, F1 racer it is. Very, very different to learn. Very, very different to learn. Radio's frequency set. Pneumatic crossfeed valves opened. Got order brake to take off, but we won't arm that yet. So that's that clunky thing down there with the arm disarm lever here, which won't do anything at the moment. And then we've got auxiliary and hydraulic transfer pumps are on. I feel like GSX is broke, Jet.
156 Tango, expect push and start at 1300 meters.
We'll leave that off for now then. Where's my Leonardo load manager? Do I have realistic parking brake? TN1, TN2. They provide lighting and sounds. No, there's nothing else. Yeah, don't update GSX if you can really help it. Thing is, we're going to need an engine start, and it's going to take a while. David, good morning. But the good news is we are ready to go, at the very least. Yeah, green light. What I would like one day is to get from GSX like a sorry, we've had some issues, but no. They'll blame everything else, every other add-on, the whole shebang. We've got two that have departed down there, but
I've got 205, request taxi.
After 2205, taxi will be between Delta 1, runway 25 by Alpha and Delta.
Taxi, runway point, hold point Delta 1, runway 25 for
what we need, Night Shadow, is a developer to bring something out to basically compete with GSX.
Push and start approved.
That's what we need.
We can push to
Genuine competition.
Better for you.
Is the 47 Lima Golf, I don't mind which direction.
Roger, copied.
Zato's up. Feel like we're going to be last in the queue today. Do I have any tutorials for this aircraft? You know what? I can't remember. Do we? Let me check. Let me check my playlists because we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So, by the way, if you didn't know, the Maddog used to be available as the MD-82 and MD-83, but then you also had to then purchase like the MD-88 package. What's pretty epic is the fact that it's now for this 20th anniversary livery. Leonardo have merged the packages. Look at that. Whoa, sporty. It's a beautiful day in the UK at the moment.
And Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, ready for taxi.
Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, hold position, expect 50 minutes late.
Roger, Osprey 11 Mike Alpha.
No, but by the looks of it, I don't have any tutorials for the MD-88. There goes Ascot. There it says GSX for him has been a nightmare since he's been using MSFS 2024.
Osprey 165 Tango, expect push and start at 1300 Zulu.
Yeah, no problem, Osprey 165.
That was for Osprey 165.
Wilco, we'll need engine start first and then power back.
Osprey 165, roger.
Hopefully he doesn't think I'm being awkward.
Osprey 156 Tango.
I literally can't.
Back to
I can't push back otherwise.
Okay, 1.0 for Osprey 156.
External power access door. Surely that should be closed.
Tom Jet 2, Mike Charlie, expect 1307 Zulu for push.
Time 07 for dispatch Charlie.
What's the plan if this doesn't work?
05, monitoring Uniform 1.
By the way, are we ditching it and going to another jet?
205.
That's all set. We'll get legs page up on this. Grab a beer in the nearest pub. No, so green light says is the enhanced sound add-on working for this? That's the immersive sound X, right? I think from what I read, there was a significant issue with the guy not effectively backing up all of his files. So I think he then lost it all. From what I gather, he had like a hard drive failure or something and lost all of the files, meaning that effectively the work that he was doing has been well, it's vanished, so it's gone. Really not good. So I don't think we're going to get an immersive sound update for the Maddog X sound pack from him for a very long time now. Chris says give the FS Labs a whirl. Yeah, true. My only concern is I haven't set up any of the wind control throttle stuff with any of these. So if one of the default profiles just works, then say the FS Labs, then we can just fire that up and give it a go.
then we go for the attacking.
Is the Maddog a solo developer? No, I think it's a team of developers. Leonardo sometimes. To be fair, the Phoenix A321 should be pretty quick to get into, because I think the profile that runs in the background of Wing Control's SIMAT Pro is default for this. So that might work. I don't like to admit defeat though. I feel like this might work.
Osprey 165, once the EasyJet A320 passage right to left behind you, stand 9, push and start approved.
Once these jets pass behind, stand 9, push and start approved, Osprey 165. I think he's forgot about the power back. On.
Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, tactical point Delta 1, runway 25 by Alpha and Delta.
Where's this media player thing?
Alpha Delta 25, Osprey 1
Right, that's all good. That's all set. AP power's on. Get that off. Let's get these bad boy engines fired up. That's all set. Pneumatic valves are in the up position. Fuel pumps all on. Anti-collision lights are on. Engine ignition mode is on A. APU norm. Econ mode is on norm. Aircon supply is off. Ignition start. Okay, fuel flow. M1 is rising. Fuel on. Actually, now would be a very good time to just... Yeah, there we go, look at that, lovely job. No chocks. Guard that. Start right. M1, fuel flow, rising.
47 Lima Golf, Monterey from 122.8, bye.
Unicorn 347 Lima Golf from Sirius.
Fuel on.
Bye.
We have to do what they did in Dallas all the time with this aircraft, and we'll do a power back. So fuel levers are on, engine ignition selectors once the engines are on will be set to the off position. Keep us set to 1, M1 will wait for the engine 2 to stabilise. I'll put the weather radar on now because...
Osprey 156 Tango, stand 20, pushing start approved.
Push that approved, stand
Oh.
20, Osprey 156 Tango, thank you.
Yeah, so we have no parking brake for some reason. So basically, if I want to apply the parking brake, I have to turn the light off up here. I'm currently holding it on the actual brakes. Put that on both, that's all set, that's all good. Aircon on to automatic. Engine 1 and 2. Gen resets good. That's all set. That's all good. APU air off. APU off. Okay, let's see if I get this working then, team. We're clear left and right. Oh. Okay, we're on the Honeycomb Bravo now. Power back. Once we go to a more useful positioning on the taxiway, I might switch back to the wind control hardware. What do you guys reckon? Or do you want, shall I stick to the Honeycomb? They're both working just the same, Sam, to be fair. There you go, screw you GSX. If we were in anything else, that wouldn't have worked. But absolute filth coming out the back of that engine. Mega. Yeah, parking brake's just dead. Oh, there you go, parking brake is working now. Let me just check something.
Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, monitoring from 122.8, bye.
because this would be good for you folks watching as well, I suppose. No, it's not power management. It's going to be in the brakes section. We're going to compare what I've got for the keybinds. Brakes. So it's toggle parking brakes. So let's reactivate that. We'll deactivate that. And we're going to go onto here. And I'm going to set toggle parking brakes on 30 like so. Let's see what it does. It's down here, isn't it? There we go. Okay. Wicked. So we need flaps travelling. Parking brakes are on at the moment. Captain Pro Pitot set. Air conditioning's on automatic. Wing engine ice anti-ice as required. Fuel heat is not required. That's off. Static pitot heat's on. Captain. Hydraulics checked and set. I think we have to close these, don't we? Transfer pumps stay on. Auxiliary pumps stay on. Hydraulic pumps stay high. Trim as required. That is almost set. We need the little one there to be in the white band, in line with that arrow. Really important. Otherwise we'll have some problems. That's dialer slap 13. Okay, there's dialer flap 13, which on my wind control hardware is flap 2, bizarrely. Auto brake, RTO and arm. Set. Pingu, welcome. AP bleeds off, FCP set for departure. Engine instruments checked. We're going to press the takeoff mode, select a switch. Let's rock and roll, folks. Osprey 165 across taxi.
Osprey 165, that's boarding point Delta 1, runway 25 by Alpha and Delta.
Taxi, hold point 25 by Alpha Delta, Osprey 165. I can't.
Osprey 156 Tango, hold position is about 2 minutes away.
How to do this. Cool. So just remember, if you don't have GSX and you're in an aircraft like this, you don't need to worry too much because it will be able to do all of this stuff for you. Right, on the big overhead panel, yeah, I'm getting to that in a second, Mozzie. We've got 8,000 for the initial climb set, runway heading for that maintained track, and then we've got V2 plus 10, 152. Force I could probably set to like 090 out of the VOR, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then because we're going for a flex takeoff cell temp 42, the ART switch there needs to be flicked up, turned to off, which gives us the takeoff flex mode. Otherwise we'd be on toga power basically. Little fact for you. Although Mozzie ruined the surprise. Good for the reminder regardless, thank you. So what have we got? Weather radar's on, that's all set. Auto spoiler. There goes Zato and the MD-11 towards Innsbruck. Good luck. RIP. Lovely job. That's set. Flaps are all set. And aileron rudder stab trims all 0 reset. And pneumatic crossfeed valves I've got ahead of my checklist. I've already closed them. We're just taxiing along on idle. Will there be a second flight today? Depends on what happens over the next 2 hours, really, I suppose. I was hoping to catch all of your landings, but you've all departed ahead of me. frames per second are good, Mozzie, but the only caveat there is depending on your system, you might struggle with the smoke effects on the back can be quite frame heavy sometimes. But it seems to very much be dependent on what system you have, really.
Osprey 1 post is anchored at the holding point Delta 1, runway 25 Alpha and Delta.
Focus at Delta 1, 125 via Alpha and Delta after 156.
Tom the 2, my Charlie, stand 8, pushing start approved.
Stand 8, shipper, start approved. Tom the 2, my Charlie.
By the way, for those of you who were on the stream last week, you'll remember we had discussions about transferring to VATSIM Sub-Sahara Africa as a controller. And I think it was about 2 days later, I then popped into their Discord server basically to have a chat. Filled out the transfer application not long after that, and I'm now no longer a member of VATSIM UK.
5, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom 1228, thanks for the ATC, have a good weekend, Osprey 165, bye.
Bye-bye, you too.
Copy.
So, yeah, effectively, I'm now a member of the VATSIM Sub-Sahara Africa division instead, as a controller. So tomorrow I've got a little kind of introductory session as part of the transfer in process that will have me learn a little bit more of the nuances of, say, being a ground controller in Cape Town, because the clearances there are very, very different in the format that I've done for 3-4 years. So, yeah, you're going to see me, instead of controlling at Birmingham now, which is a shame, because I love controlling in the UK, but there has been no progression for me, and it's been quite a frustrating thing for me. I'm hoping that when we do control and I log into, say, Cape Town or Johannesburg or Nairobi, for example, then I'm going to be able to offer the same sort of things that we would offer anyway on the controller streams. And I'm hoping, therefore, that you're still going to join us, and lots of you will tune in and fly along, because we have previously done these live streams with the ground controller sessions at Birmingham, for example, and we've enjoyed, quite literally, in 3 hours, about 300 to 400 aeroplanes each time, so quite unique. Newcastle traffic, Osprey 165's at Delta 1, lining up runway 25, Newcastle. Cross lights on, strobes, that's all good, that's all set. Let's fold the wing lights out. Ooh, that's some bad frames per second. So the wing lights on this are quite quirky. They're on the edge of the wings, they're the landing lights, on the tips of the wings, and they fold in and out. You're welcome. Never had so much traffic at Newcastle. No, it's good. The slots are necessary anyway, ultimately, aren't they? Because of yeah, route separation requirements and all that sort of stuff. So arts in op, that's all set. That's all good. A little bit more power, because it's I'm feeling a lot of resistance on the airplane today on the ground. Let's go. Flick the auto throttle on early there, but it's fine. Newcastle traffic, Osprey 165, taking off 25, runway track, and departing to the north. Let's go. Power set. Speed's alive. So I hope performance calculations are nailed. I'm hoping my gear up keybind is set correctly as well. V1 rotates. V2 positive rate. Gear up. Oh, it's some terrible frames. Oh, so that's my auto throttle lever, so I have to flick that for gear up. Brilliant. Okie dokie. That's all set. Let's go to climb. What do we got? We want... Go to nav mode, heading hold.
Newcastle traffic off 156 Tango, holding super, we'll give it a couple of minutes separation.
Let's bring the flaps up a little bit. Turn north. Where's my autopilot? God's sake. There we go. You know what, this has been a little while when we have messy departures like that, eh? Precursor for what to expect when we get to... Oh jeez. When we get to Innsbruck. Why have I done this to myself? Let's get the slats up. That back to 15, so that saves us a job. Newcastle traffic, Osprey 165's turning north, then east to head, continue on track. We're currently passing 4,000, final call Newcastle. So I'm going to do a direct to airlow, execute, nav. Jubbly, 5. Do 992, 992. That's set. Line mode. Art onto automatic. Jeepers, that's all good, that's all set. So we've got gear up, no lights, autopilot's engaged, flaps will retract as appropriate. How's the speed looking now? We're at 250, let's get slaps up. .33 arm. We're back. So we're level at 8. Got a speed mode. Force that into VNAV climb because it's being a bit weird. They're on auto, but they can come off. They can come off. Start pump should come off. Pressurization. Pressurizing nicely. They're on automatic. Temperature's on automatic. That's all set. What an absolute nightmare this is. Oh dear. Get rid of the ADF because we don't need that. Some data on the display.
Stabilizer motion.
I think I've just got the 156 thing,
TCAS range 15. Through 10,000, so we've got to retract the nose lights, and then what have we got here? Floodlights off, wing lights are off, anti-collision lights and strobes can stay on. We're on nav, track, VNAV climb. Standard pressure, climbing away. I'll show you the frames per second issue with the smoke trail in a second. Unless it sorts itself out. Some nice ships in the back right, top right of the corner. That's Global Shipping AI, new sequence simulations. Look at that. What an epic jet. Big smoking black trails coming out the back of the dirty engines. Speeds targeting 314, good, that's what we want. Yeah, look at that for a hit of frames. Hey Moro, thank you buddy, appreciate it. Oh, this we've not been in for a very, very long time. I'm hoping it will, at the very least, show you that you can just, you know, jump back into a jet and give it a good shot. Give it a good old crack. That click spot there for me has never worked. That, oh. If I scroll with the mouse wheel, that's what gets rid of it. It's never worked. Until now. It's weird, if you click it, nothing happens, but you flick it with the mouse wheel, it does. How are you finding controlling in the UK, Pingu? How long have you been a controller for, and how's the progression? Because as I was saying before departure there, we've effectively, I've now transferred to VATSIM Sub-Saharan Africa to actually get some progression, get something a bit different on offer as well. Greenlight says earlier on, just around takeoff there, should really give VATSIM another go, always worried for mistakes, and have had a WASM crash on his first controlled flight. Which aircraft were you in by chance there, by curiosity? Babs as well, been getting bad frames on the ground for the last 2 days, wonder if it's a server issue. MPS had that earlier, and was getting frames per second hit of sort of only 20 odd frames per second on the ground, and he's pinned that to the latest NVIDIA graphics driver, so perhaps that could be it. Thinking fair enough. I've been in S1 for about 3 years. And I've had no end of kind of problems, and I had a frustrating experience as S1 for Cross the Pond. I got lumped with Luton Ground of all places, so that was a bit of a frustrating part as well for me, if I'm honest. So it's little things where I've felt like I've kind of just been pushed aside a little bit by the VATSIM UK team. Although some of them I really get on with. The guys that do Midsummer Madness at Birmingham, Lewis and the team there, are genuinely superb. We'd also had quite frequent experiences where we fly towards controllers and then they just log off. Could just be coincidence, but happens more than I'd like to experience, really. But the VATSIM Sub-Sahara Africa team have been incredibly friendly and very proactive. You know, I transferred on I think Tuesday, and Sunday I've already got my first intro session. And they reckon S2 could be achieved within 2 to 4 months. S3 about 5-6 months after that. So by the end of sort of this time next year, if I A, put enough hours in, E, get enough learning done, I could be an S, like an approach controller, which is quite cool. Sky Vagrant, hello mate, welcome. But it's all an attempt to offer you something a little different as well, something a little bit more yeah, different to what you otherwise would like to get on various different YouTube channels. What we got for wing views and things? That's 7. Yeah, that's 7. So let's set one up with chase plane real quick. So I need one up here for 8. Sam, nice. Yeah, I was going to ask how you're getting on. Look at that down there. Epic, an LNG carrier. Some expensive cargo these days. Lovely job. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's not happy yet. Oh, amazing, Sky Vagrant. Oh, look at that for a stutter, Christ. Got my induction course after Monday, not sure when yet though. Exciting. Yeah, they do seem like they're... I don't think they're rushing us through, I just think they have momentum, right? I think they just have gone, you know what, let's get these people sorted out. Not through favouritism or anything like that, just from efficiency. Oh, absolutely, Zato, yeah. It depends if it's any good or not. Depends on the price as well, because I've sent AnyBuilds some more emails since last month's little contact request, and I've had nothing back at all. Part of me wanted to go to Flight Sim Weekend today, or this weekend, just to go and basically speak to them face to face and be like, why are you not replying? She's slowing the climb. Package at 13:31, so that's 1 minute away. Probably good. MPS says he's now sure it's an NVIDIA driver issue. It's not using the power on his card. Only 20% of what is supposed to be used. Oh my goodness. I've got that driver, that's not good. So, where are we at? Let's have a quick catch up with the maps. So, out of Newcastle, we can delete the Gurley 2 X-ray because it's not actually anything that we did. We basically took off, maintained runway track, and then turned north, and then headed off east direct Urlo. Then we've gone Akage, and then Topat, which is where we leave UK airspace, and enter the Netherlands. We'll be flying just north of Amsterdam Airport as we route across Europe down towards Innsbruck, our final destination for today. We'll be passing just over Munich, and Stuttgart's down there somewhere, which I was supposed to fly to today, but the embargo it was kind of a later date, so it's kind of buggered me there a little bit. Yeah, we're pretty much going straight over Lelstadt, so that where FS Weekend is being held. In fact, yes, good spot. LOWI X is going to give us a little bit of a different outlook. 1 hour 19 minutes to go. In our fancy little MD-88. Let's try and spot. Oh, we've got Amsterdam radar online. Got to speak to them. Very exciting. So some of you folks have trekked. Yeah, you guys have. Some of you have gone down through the UK, haven't you? That default Simbury flight plan. So you're tracking over like Aylesbury and a few other things down over North London and round. So kind of attacking from different angles, really, if you like, so to speak. But looks like you guys have got London control on, which is good. At least to the first bit in the middle of the UK. You can see our routing there on LOWI X, quite nice to be fair. Kind of Langen radars online as well, over Frankfurt. And then there's Innsbruck in the valley there. So this is a good, interesting one, right? There's Orbex Innsbruck, there's Innibuilds Innsbruck, and there's also the freeware, Asobo, Gaia created, handcrafted Innsbruck. That one is the best because it's free, but it's also exquisitely detailed. I haven't checked to see if like the house, the church at Axams for the Circle to Land is present or not. So that'll be something we'll look out for when we do fly into Innsbruck shortly, but we'll have to wait and see. That says to me we've got one to go. We do. Altitude alert. VNAV cap. We're at 33,000 feet. Levelling off. MPS, no worries, buddy. So we've got Amsterdam radar, which is 134375. Oh, they're at FS Weekend, 134375. Level at cruise. Lovely job. So initially, yeah, cruise at 33,000. That's where we are staying for the majority of the day. Interestingly, from Elmox, it's got us stepping down to 310. I wonder if that's on the plan. No, so we might have to amend that. Depends. ATC might want us to stay where we are. Mach 8-1. Let's do it. Punch it. See if we get bad stutters. Badger, are you on on VATSIM? Because if you're not, then that's probably why I can't see you. Because I think, let's see, yeah, I've only got VATSIM traffic enabled at the moment. If I turn, just go with this noisy mode. Turn Elevatex back on. So I'll turn it back on again, look. And I can see MPS who's just killed his flight, cancelled his flight. Zato's there. I'm looking, assuming you've used the same routing, but perhaps not. I am looking for you. To be honest, I have no idea where you would be unless I've got a coordinate. Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar. Object 121. Whereabouts would you be? I can't see you on the map. Well, I can see Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar screenshot, look at that. Oh, he's in the Osprey Holidays livery as well, very nice. MSFS 2020 then. That's actually brilliant. I mean, that's one of the best screenshots I've ever seen. It actually looks real, doesn't it? The VHS effect. I like that. That's pretty epic. What we got? 777s, 777s, 738s, MD-83. Gav's airborne. Yeah, man, I'm looking. I can't see you anywhere. Yeah, it looks scarily real, yeah. I'll just get it back up on the screen for you guys. Look at that. Imagine if that was a real aeroplane, a real livery for a real airline. You're on the same track as me. When did you depart? Maybe you're like right far ahead. Because that's almost the destination there. Yeah, I can't see you at all. Very strange. Love that screenshot though. Skyrim says, any plans on rebuilding a South Africa style route network? I think we'll probably need to, won't we, if we are going to be members of VATSIM Sub-Saharan Africa. I mean, we could get our heads together now to take a little, well, have a little think about what we might want to see. What the hell is that green line for? Yeah, so what have we got? We've got trying to look on LOWI here. So basically, we're going to be controlling everything. Cape Verde's included, by the way, in VATSIM Sub-Sahara Africa, all the way as far as Mauritius. So draw a big old line across Central and Sub-Saharan Africa, all the way across from Cape Verde, all the way across past Nairobi down to Mauritius, including the Seychelles, which are there, and all of that is included in VATSIM Sub-Sahara Africa. So we could have a Heathrow to Nairobi, a Heathrow to Johannesburg, Gatwick, Cape Town. Not Cape Town, sorry, Gatwick to Cape Verde. Oh Christ, which island? I suppose the question there would be which island has the scenery. And then maybe from Cape Town we can have Johannesburg connection with Nairobi, a hop to Mauritius, a hop to Madagascar, Antananarivo, and maybe Windhoek in Namibia, and then some smaller local ones as well. You've got Durban over here, which I don't know if it has any scenery available for it, to be fair, but that could be quite a cool one. Beautiful approach down the coast. And then further down you've also got Port Elizabeth. You've got East London there, and Port Elizabeth, which is down here somewhere. I think it is that one, isn't it? Gurberba. Yeah, Port Elizabeth. How the hell do you pronounce that? Gurberha. Tiny regional ops. So we can have a load of E-jets. Mind you, do a lot of you use the E-jets? I really like them. Just don't know if it's something that don't know if it's something that you all like to use yourself. 134375, just going to switch over to...
Enter 8 Tango uniform, the Q&A, break 1016, out of pushback approved, before ready.
It is, David, yeah. But it also means mega...
Now with Amsterdam radar,
options. Like lots of variety, that's what I was trying to think. My brain's not fired up today, is it? But yeah, lots of options. Johannesburg, Cape Town, Nairobi, Windhoek in Namibia, Cape Verde, Madagascar. Have you tried the experimental version of the E-Jet Sky Vagrant? Because I hated them a while ago, but now I really enjoy them. I think it's finally at a stage that's superb. It can trip up on VATSIM, but I have done some tutorials to try and get it sorted out. Yes, St Helena is also an airport I can control potentially as well in the future, and there is some scenery for it. There's also a really amazing freeware for Madagascar. Madagascar. I'll go to the scenery map on flightsim.to just so I can show you this. Because, see what I mean then. Bosh. So what have we got? Oh, there's so much freeware. There we go. Ivato International. Look at this for freeware for Madagascar. Although it says only for 2020. And a year ago he said he's on it.
Afternoon Osprey 1-1, Mike Alpha, overhead Papa, flight level 410.
So whether this works or not, I don't know, but look how good that looks. For freeware.
Raider, Dylan 59 Echo, confirm Echo Kilo Romeo Oscar Sierra after Rivers.
Dat is Oscar
Looks cool.
Sierra, Romeo,
So that's
Oscar,
FMMI. You've also got
On 059 Echo, sorry.
KLM 30 Quebec, contact, Schiphol op route 121
Seychelles. There's some freeware available for that, although it's only for 2020. I wonder if I can click 2024. That looks a bit naff. Bloemfontein, yeah. I've got to find it though.
EC7 for Echo Victor, proceed direct to goal, thereafter to Sierra Papa Lima.
Oh, not for MSFS 2020 though. 2024, I mean. You've got Durban, Fally. I mean, this looks really good. King Shaka. Look at this for freeware. Look at that. Mainly A330 Neo Aviation, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing. Looks cool, isn't it? I mean, it's not amazing, but for freeware it looks really good. But that's a scenery option. Fally, F-A-L-E. When you look at this, you've got the Kruger National Park, for example. This is available on MSFS 2024 as well. This is why I want to try and hopefully do some more bush flying around. Is it not going to load? Here we go. Around South Africa and around Africa more generally. Because look at the giraffes in the background. How cool is that? It's not going to load up the images, is it? It's being a bit weird.
Enter 8 Tango uniform ready to taxi.
Enter 8 Tango uniform taxi to runway 21, holding point.
Open image in Newtown. Oh, it's not going to load up properly there.
Taxi holding point, the runway with 21, with 1, so enter 8 Tango uniform.
And then you've also got 61 Tree Livingston International, which we've used before. It's really nice. You've got a really good wind hook, which is here. Look at this. Is it going to load? Add-on not found. Oh no, it's loaded. Look how cool this looks. Freeware. How good is that? Someone's created this for free. This is where like the Flight Sim Awards, when it did like the Community Achievement Award or whatever it was called, rather than it being like a YouTuber that wants to sell things to people, what it should have been is more of an objective look at what freeware is available, how many of those people are like one person who's done 5, 6, 7, 8 amazing bits of scenery, or maybe one bit of scenery that's been downloaded tens of hundreds of thousands of times and is still supported now and still updated years later. Like that's what giving back to the community is, no? Walvis Bay, the stopover for St Helena flights, that's freeware as well, look. And this looks equally pretty epic. Little remote stands right on the coast of Namibia. There's so many options. And literally all the way through Africa. What were the other ones? Yeah, there's St Helena. There you go. Bit of freeware. World's most dangerous airport. Look at that. And we need to do that on a stream soon. How epic is that? I think we're in Amsterdam radar, yeah. Amsterdam radar, good afternoon. Osprey 165, level 330, inbound Obmec.
Osprey 165, hello, identified. Was an Mike Romeo, contact Schiphol op route 121 at 1205.
1205,
I think we need to have a little look at those sceneries, put a little list together and work out which ones meet the cut or not. and then what aircraft to be based around South Africa. I definitely want to put some E-jets on there because they are genuinely very good now. Yeah, so go to BritishAvGeek.com, mate, and you can then, there's a page called Osprey Airways. You can then get all of the information there for you as well. You can join for free.
Indeed, thank you, uniform reaching Whiskey 1.
Interesting, Skyvagrant says, for me, a fun fact about South Africa, separation of powers is done geographically. So legislative in Cape Town, executive in Pretoria, and adjudication in Bloemfontein. So lots of travel between those. Yeah, Nighthawk. I've got the Innie Builds Nairobi Hemagin-Keta Airport, so and that's very, very good, to be fair. So that's what we'll be using for that stream. That's next week, isn't it? Cross Africa northbound. We'll be flying Nairobi to Cairo in the MD-11, which is going to be very exciting. But it'd be nice to get more traffic around that part of the world as well, because if you can attract more traffic to that part of the world, you'll get more scenery in that part of the world as well. Sato, are you flying on the VHS filter, or are you just applying them to the screenshots somehow? Or are you literally flying like this? Because that must be hard work. VATSIM weekend is down below us somewhere, once we cross the coastline. There's the global shipping AI traffic, all animated ships floating around the waterways below.
Amsterdam Radar, good afternoon, Peter 1994 with you.
Speedbird 1994, hello, data Renfa van Alpha arrival, runway 06, descent level 19.
Sorry, say that again, sorry, you were very broken.
Pretty epic. Definitely a must-have add on that if you want realistic waterways. So what we're thinking then, I'll make a note of it if you shout it out in the chat. So, what do you want the 2 or 3 main airports to be? Because we'll have, say, I don't know, Manchester and Gatwick, or Manchester and Heathrow as the main. Do you want Heathrow or should we do Gatwick for the main flights? So I feel like Nairobi should be one. And do you then pick Cape Town?
To continue Alpha arrival, runway 06, descent level 150.
Towards your arrival, runway 06, descent level 150, Cambridge for Alpha.
KLM 88 Yankee, 10 squawk 1000, to runway 06, descent level 100.
Program 1000, exit 06, transmission 1000, KLM 88 Yankee.
Or do you pick Johannesburg? So we could have Cape Town and Nairobi. Do we do Cape Verde as well? I'll have a look. Zato, 2 seconds, mate. There you go. So I'm going to share this with all of you. This is our members lounge area of Discord, which is exclusive to gold, silver and bronze frequent flyers on the channel. Whole load of conversation goes on in there. Look at that. That is epic, actually, to be fair. That looks genuinely like a real photograph. Like worryingly accurate. Look at that. 144p. Glory days of the 90s. Actually, so realistic. It's brilliant. Even the, I mean, that's just brilliant.
Thank you for flying. See you next time. Bye bye.
They look properly photorealistic. Look, mum, no hats.
Echo, cleared, Red 1 Alpha arrival, runway 06. Descend to Saddle Bomb 90.
Descend to flight level 190, Red 1 Alpha arrival 06.
So is Pryor? Yeah, Pryor must be the main. Yeah, here you go, folks. We could add Cape Verde. This looks like the main airport. Look.
EGNT November Echo, say again.
This is freeware.
We do flight level 380, right? EGNT November Echo, when ready, descend level 290, level by Golf.
This airport is part of the Africa to Go mod pack.
Amsterdam, good day, Ryanair 16, on your frequency to flight level 370 and our first heading is 8080.
Which is this 156 airports, airfields and bus strips around the continent. But it doesn't say that it's compatible with MSFS 2024 for all of them here. And it also needs like 1 million dependencies, look. It works fine on 2024, most of them work fine, but just might have issues with some of the jetways.
Flight level 100, speed again, sorry, speed of 99
Speed 270 knots.
Last update was in November the 10th, 2024. It's quite a long time ago that. When was Pryor updated? A year ago. May 10th, 2024. That's more than a year ago. Version history, no version history available.
We have a 6 Mike Echo, climb to flight level 250.
Amsterdam, hello, it's 430 Alpha 230
Lagos has scenery.
First Canon 3 for Alpha, are you able speed 310 knots or greater and descend
Actually
level
looks really
100.
decent as well, my goodness. What about Abuja? Yeah, Abuja has scenery. No way!
Descend level 190.
Center 190 and it will be runway 06 for 240 Alpha.
Yeah, it'd be good to nail down precisely what sort of things we want. Where is what? Night Shadow. What's the ICO code for Bram Fisher?
Ryanair 216, resume on navigation, direct Nomka.
What country is it in?
Direct Nomka, Ryanair 20.
Kilometer 88 Yankee, descend level 70, after exit, direct to Papa.
After exit, direct what for the 88 Yankee?
After exit, direct to Papa Alpha.
Christmas Cape Verde as well, so
Okay, so
we could do. We could do Heathrow to Nairobi and Cape Town.
1 below flight level 100, speed 250.
Didn't you have a 701 reach 100 350 1 knock?
Manchester to Cape Verde.
Plus 3 for Alpha is correct.
And maybe Gatwick?
Thereafter to Canada Papa.
I'm thinking longer to like bigger, like scheduled system. That's how it works. So like you fly a schedule out from Manchester or Gatwick to Cape Verde, but we link Cape Verde to, for example, Johannesburg or Cape Town, so that people can then fly back to Heathrow, and that way people have more options to rotate their trips and things. I don't know. This is how much deep thinking goes on behind the scenes with our flight planning on New Sky.
Osprey 1 Mike Alpha, no further ATC, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Babble.
Over the advisory, Osprey 1 on Mike Alpha. Thank you and good afternoon.
Amsterdam, good afternoon. Speedbird 4 for the view is reply 230.
Consultations, I heard Lufthansa 9 and Mike Lima, cleared Northwood to Alpha arrival, runway 06. Descent, level 100.
Bram Fisher. What country is Bram Fisher in? I'm looking
Alpha
for it.
arrival, runway 06, descent flight 100, like Lufthansa 9 Mike Lima.
First, Seabird 414, cleared red path 3 Romeo arrival.
I'm not seeing it for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. No.
150.
Roger, clear red for 3 Romeo, arrival runway 06 and descend to flight level 150, speedbird 414.
Can I please for Alpha, contact triple approach 121.205.
121, 105, KM Alpha.
I know Zanzibar's got amazing freeware for it.
No further receipt, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Unicom, easy, 9 and Echo, goodbye.
Got Accra and Dakar as well.
Seabird 1994, descent level 70, speed 250 knots. After Shugo, direct Sierra, Papa Lima.
Sorry, was that the 340 down?
Yeah, Dakar, to be fair, has got 5-star reviews on flightsim.to and was last updated 2 weeks ago.
Seabird 1994 negative, the speed 250 knots. Descent level 70, and after Shugo, direct to Sierra, Papa Lima.
Sorry, so down to 7,000 speed, 250 on speed, after 2 goals direct SPM.
Correct. Can make it Yankee, contact triple approach 121, that's more 205.
11205,
So it looks like
Amsterdam radar, hello,
Echo, descent level 100.
Accra
444 Echo,
Accra.
request lower.
isn't on.
Yeah, this call to descent level 100.
Okay, continue descent level 100 to 44 Echo.
Outcross 2205, no further agency, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Oh, that's because I selected there. Oh no, DAP, there we go.
Swiss 2 Amsterdam radar, hello, Swiss 2 Victor Charlie.
This 2 Victor Charlie, hello, test squad 1000, descent to flight level 70, runway 06.
Did he hand us off then?
Descend to flight level 70 and squawk 1000, Swiss 2 Victor Charlie.
Modifications echoes Alpha 1515, descent level 70, runway 06.
770 on the 06 at 1515.
Figure 430 Alpha, descent level 100.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to put us in cruise mode. Oh dear.
Lufthansa 5 Sierra Yankee, no further ATC.
I knew there was something.
Bye-bye.
So Gatwick and Manchester to Cape Verde, Heathrow to Nairobi and Cape Town.
Osprey 165, no further ATC, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Oh, to Unicom Osprey 165. Thanks, enjoy the weekend.
Wasabi 6 Mike Echo, no further ATC, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Yeah, where have you got? So, yeah, Dakar looks amazing. Abuja is done by Chak, but it says simple on it. So as if like it's just a simple little little update. It doesn't look simple though, it looks actually pretty decent. Very small airport though, but obviously could take heavies. Only the main terminal is created, ground markings are not complete, and only for the main apron, and it's only for MSFS 2024. Right, let's have a little look at the arrival while we fly along on the network on the Unicom. So we've currently got 4 knot crosswind, 7 knot headwind onto 08, but we are expecting the special lock DME East approach. Which is going to be none of those, so I'm just going to have to set it manually. So from Rattenberg, special lock DME East, here we go. And then we need the VFR approach charts and the circle to land visual approach chart as well. That's the VFR circuit, we don't need that. So we're going to be flying the Tulsi 3 Alpha arrival, which brings us in from Tulsi 9,500 feet. Very short little hop down to the Rattenberg NDB of 303, where there'll be a hold there if it's busy. From there, we're going to basically expect to fly across here, and then from this kind of point here, maybe I'll choose a different colour because there's a lot of red. That's even worse. Does green stand out? Yes. So we'll fly to about here, from there over that ridge, then we work on into the airfield, like so. And the special lock DME East procedure, circle to land, which I'm immensely worried about. I might actually turn auto throttle off to hand fly the whole thing for this. Although the auto thrust system in this is pretty decent, so maybe we leave it in. You see from Rattenberg, out 207 degrees to Advig, and then we effectively join like an ILS approach, 254 degrees, heading on down towards the runway. It's an offset localizer approach by a couple of degrees. 3-degree offset approach from 5 DME. So from 5 miles to touchdown, we effectively, oopsie. Hey Scott, thanks buddy, thanks for joining. STN, good morning to you in the States. I don't want the VFR chart. VFR approach chart. Here we go. So from 5 DME, we effectively begin a turn to work off into the downwind leg. Probably going to need this to be a thicker line, aren't we? Like so. We need different colours, we need like a black colour and stuff. So there onto the downwind leg, 264 degrees. Here we're going to be at 3,700 feet for the downwind leg, effectively. And then you've got the Axham's Church there, which is that little one indication, the little picture of the church. We're looking down for that church spire, the roof of that church. From that point, we're going to start, it's about a 15 to 20 degree angle of bank, it depends on our speed, all the way around, just maintaining that with a very gentle rate of descent halfway round. So we can then go wings level and start effectively what would be a 3.7 to 4 degree glide path angle down to 08. There you go, visual cue, start church Axams for start of right base. Having established effective external visual reference between 6.3 DME, OEV and the missed approach point, the flight shall be continued with visual reference either straight into runway 26, distance depending on map versus missed approach climb performance, or, which is what we're going to be doing, a right hand circuit to runway 08. The prescribed minimum flight visibility shall be observed during the visual part of the procedure. Visual approach after 111.2, which is the one that we are actually doing. So this one here is the one that applies to our approach type today, the special lock DME East. Having established effective external visual reference between 6.3 DME OEV and the missed approach point, the flight shall continue with visual reference either straight into runway 26 or onto a right hand circuit 08. And then we have a plethora of minimums, which is great. But we're going to be doing approach chart 11.2, so there's the indication there. Missed approach climb gradient, I'm not sure that this Maddog is pretty good climb performance, so I'm going to set an MDA 4300 effectively, which is 2393 above the ground. That's going to take a right old long time to program in because we only have a decision height. So I'm actually going to start scrolling that now on the PFD. 2393. We'll have to round that up, so it's going to be 2400. I don't know if it's going to let us go that far. Yeah, 500, look. So we're going to have minimums, but it's going to be a manual call for minimums. I'm going to go round 4 times and see if that makes it do 4,000. I don't think it does. I think it's just me messing about. Find out though. So this aircraft has flown in here before in real life. I think typically they'll do the visual approaches. Yeah, Sean, you can do the straight in 08, but that's not the point of today. We want it to be tough, right? So one of the initial plans was you do the Maddog arrival via LMEM transition, and then you go on to effectively the RMP Zulu 08, which just feeds you in through the valley and then touchdown. That is typically what a lot of aeroplanes will do, but the some of the aircraft are still doing the special lock DME East. Yeah, winds are gone variable 4 knots. Spicy, spicy. Who's that up ahead? Is that Zato? I'm trying to find them on Elevatex. We've bunched up so badly. That is Zato. And then you got Ascot 2205 right there as well. So we're all like really like bunched up together. 39,000, 41,000. There's a guy that's sandwiched in going to from Amsterdam to Innsbruck as well. Aha, we have control online as well, I think. EDDG. Are they controlling us? No, they're not controlling us. It's a lower airspace German radar. So we're Unicom all the way. Yeah, only below 245. Damn. That for frames per second. So we can get that in the box. LOWI arrivals. Oof. Tulsi 3 Alpha. Is it Lock R or Lock? God. No, it's not Lock R. Actually. I think it is. Advig 9,300, 9,500, 3.77. So we could put the Lock R in, And then you've got lock 26. So it's going to be that one. We'll put lock 26 in. Via Rattenberg. Just going to check the route data here. How does it look? So there's Tall C, Rattenberg 9500, Advig, and then final approach. We've got 17 DME, 14 DME 7500, 9 DME 5500, minimums 4417. It's ML26. And then, yeah, missed approach. I'm happy with that. Now the question is, what does it show as? The fixed rings, runway 26. Is it going to let us, or is it going to make us do LOWI? Oh no, it is. Happy days. So I'm going to do an extended centre line of 257. Let's see if that works. Quick bit of descent forecasting as well while we're here. Find my descent winds. We'll go for flight level 200. That's a good point actually. Transition altitude. We'll leave it flight level 100, flight level 110. I think sometimes it's 130. Oh, it did update, good. Right. So, flight level 200, flight level 150, flight level 100 will be 10,000 feet. And then we'll go for 2,000 feet winds. Although it won't be, will it? It'll be more like 4,000 foot winds. What's the airport elevation? Yeah, 2,000 feet. Okay, fair enough. We'll leave that as it is. And I'll put the LOWI METAR in. So, flight level 200, descent winds 026 at 4. One 26 at 3. 0 at 4. And then you put the METAR in the chat a second ago, didn't you? Variable 4 knots, gusting 15. Jeepers. I'll go for 160 at 10. A bit random, but hopefully it will work out for us when we get there. We also need to pre-tune some of these localizers, so Rebel 1. Treble 1-1, course of 254. then we've got 320. For the Rum NDB and the Rattenberg of 303. They can go on. So we're kind of ready to go for all of it now. Jürgen, welcome. MPS said he's back with NVIDIA driver 59571. He's now got 100 frames, not as before with 30 with 59575. Got contrails all above us. Another one there. Said got contrails below as well. Can't see any from where I'm looking. Well, that was the heading bug. I might have to roll my driver back as well then. Try and remove some of those stutters.
Swiss 348, gonna go on taxiway 18.
What's the temperature on that Metar? 11 degrees. It's actually pretty warm. Epic. Yeah, well, this aircraft has come on a long way from the early days when it first released. It was very low quality textures, very poor sounds. Flight model was really good. That's what Leonardo are known for. But all an exceptionally high price point, which upset a fair few people. But they've now updated it to create a whole new package. Look at that.
November to holding point Lima 1.
China Southern A350-900.
Swiss 348, taking off at runway 18. Be aware. Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, it's Cal 81, A349, every 5900, heading to Heathrow from Taipei. Wow.
Final approach on the runway 07 left, control traffic.
Taking off runway 18, Swiss 348.
So are you now on the latest NVIDIA driver MPS? Or the one before? I'm confused.
Perfect, FedEx to taxi to landing up with at the
You're on 59571.
Pima Klima, joining Lima 17, holding point, Norman 07 Center.
So is 59579 and 75 bad?
3 and 316 Yankee, flying for traffic on the depth 1.
You've rolled back twice.
Runway 07 right, passing flight level 100, descending 7,000.
Here's a cool jet. Oh right. So you had NVIDIA driver update 59579, that had the power issues. So you've rolled back to 59571. Gotcha. I think I'm on 59575. I'm on the latest one. Part of me wishes I mean, the last 2 NVIDIA updates for me have been really bad, but I don't have the knowledge to fix it. What's our estimated time of landing? About 15:30. Christ, Carl, you've rolled back to September's. It seems pretty stable now though, has to be said. Little stutters during the changes. I mean, chase plane pushes performance a little bit when it's trying to chop change and do all of the nice cool cinematic views like this. Jürgen, well, I've done shared cockpit once or twice, albeit years ago, and it was a very stressful experience. So I probably wouldn't want to repeat it again, to be fair. It was just very buggy at the time with your controls. Is your controls still around? That's a question I've just thought off the top of my head. Like if your aeroplane desynced ever so slightly for for any reason, then basically you just hurtled, plummeted out the sky. Very tricky, very messy. Oh, go on, David. What dramas? I haven't followed your controls in about 2 or 3 years now, so I don't even know what progress they've had, if any. Top of descent in just over 80 miles. Not bad, not bad. How are we going to sequence this, folks? Because there's about 5 of us all bunched up. Oh right, even though it's an open source project. Well, I did collab with him a little while ago, and it was a time where GSX became really problematic, but it was great, but part of me feels like he used my channel as a springboard for his channel, so I don't know. Well, that was a very rapid zoom in then. Christ. I'm getting those stutters in this as well, the same as what we had in the A340-600, which is very strange. I wonder what's on the new Skylog. I wonder if we're getting something similar happening. Oh my goodness, there's 3 of us literally in the same space. Oh, Carl, what's 4? Another crash to desktop. He's had 4 last night as well. Jeepers. Get a drive training, not done a hold before, so I may practice. Watched your 5-year-old tutorial on hold, so maybe today's the day. What are you flying? So, Zato, are you going in? Oh no, actually I've got Scott, Ascot 2205. Are you wanting to go in ahead? Or are you joining the hold? Zato's dropped all the way back quite nicely. Lee departed Amsterdam as a Transavia 6 Mike Echoes right up his chuff. There's currently, are we, also here's another question, are we all flying the special lock DME East circle to land procedure? Or are some of you flying straight in? Because that makes things difficult as well. Basically, the way it works at Innsbruck is everybody has to enter the hold until the aeroplane that's flying an approach is on short final or final approach, and then the next one heads in. Because otherwise the missed approach goes basically back towards where you just flown, so you'll end up flying into each other. Yeah, we're all due at the same time. Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar at 1449Z, Ascot 2205, 1452, Osprey 165, 1452, Transavia 6 Mike Echo 1453, Osprey 156 Tango 1454, Osprey 11 Mike Alpha 1455, AZ 47 Lima Golf as well from Newcastle 1455, Tomjet 2 Mike Charlie 1501, that's a bit better spacing. Basically everyone's going to have to go into the stack. No worries, I wouldn't worry about it, Scott. I mean, I'm very rusty in this today, so I'm a little worried, to be fair. Yeah, are you doing the special lock DME East procedure that we briefed for Skeleton driver training, or are you breaking off to do the RNAV approach down through the valley? Because that'll impact the sequencing significantly as well. So I'm going to plan for a hold at Rattenberg, just in case. So it's inbound course of 224 with a right turn 1 minute leg, lovely. Rob, nice. Speed target 240, flight level 95. That'll do us. Actually, that's for the missed approach. Yeah. Need to add one in here. But again, it's 224. Right turn. 1 minute legs, 26295. I don't want 262 knots. We're going to want 230 knots. Or thereabouts. What's our... Where's that little... Oh, the little placard down here is not working either today. Used to give you, like, performance. We'll go for 220. Oops. Christ. It's 9,500, isn't it? Cool, so we've got a hold at Rattenberg planned in now. There we go. Just so Scott's gonna shoot the approach first. If you do drop off VATSIM though, Scott, let us know. There's no ATC though, so there's no drama. And then effectively we're all going to have to join the hold. So if he flies in first, I'll join the hold at 9,500 feet. Whoever's behind me will have to join the hold at 10,500 feet. Whoever's behind them, 11,500 feet. Whoever's behind them, 12,500 feet. And we'll just step down. So as one person leaves the hold at the bottom, everyone goes down 1,000 feet. You'll definitely drop off, right, gotcha, okay, no worries. So, 2205, 1449, 1452, where's Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar, because, okay, you're there, you guys are all flying in from a different route. So, Ian, if you're in the chat, are you flying the Special Lock BME East procedure? Or are you doing the RNAV Zulu through the valley? There's departing traffic on the ground and everyone is using runway 26. Of course they are. It's probably because that's what SimBrief has given them. In real life they're using 08. I literally just found one now. Euroflyer Gatwick to Innsbruck has just touched down on 08. To be fair, most do the RNAV through the valley. That's typically what most of the airliners will do. Top of descent is pretty much imminent now. We're going to need auto brake medium, but I'll go for manual brakes, and we can't do the arming of the auto brake system until gears down, which is very tough because we're going to be at critical phase, probably hand flying in the circuit at that point. But then at the same time, we're going to have to like break our view from here and look all the way down there to find that little toggle there. Right. Destination weather obtained, arrival data set and checked. V-bugs are set, rad out audio markers are set as best as we can, but we're going to have to look for minimums visually rather than hear it call out. Radios are set, wing engine anti-ice as required. FCP set as required, so we're going to go down to 9,500 feet. Actually, that's a point. This can't do 9,500 feet. Can it? Oh no, I'll go for full flap with this one. Press tab and scroll. Oh. Oh yeah. It's just that's a clash with the EFB. That's a terrible clash of keybinds. What are we on? Nav track, alt hold. Let's go back onto VNav. Yeah, shift didn't work. Or control. Oh well. Pressurization sets. We need to make sure that is set, ready to go. So we've got airport elevation of basically 2,000 feet. So we need to pop landing altitude onto 20. Checking that descent. Good spot, Skywagger. Thanks, mate. Where's that ATIS gone? No such weather profile for Innsbruck. Great. We've got 1010 for the QNH. There you go. Thank you, Navigraph. 1010. So there's the hold, drawn in the box, although by the looks of it we're probably just going to carry on shooting straight in. VNav descents. Oh, down we go, and we monitor. Right, there we go, let's go. Go on, Sky Vagrant, explain. Just trying to sort out some coordination. Right, there we go. Aviation, welcome. I was just watching one of your videos on how to set up the nav data for the FSS EJs. For some reason I don't have the executable file in my E190 file. Let me guess, you have not got... You know in the video where I talk about you must have the experimental branch. Have you got the experimental branch installed? Skywing says, oh sure, clamp mode where it says FMS EPA. Is when the auto throttle gives power management back to the pilot during either climb or descent. So during descent, make sure your hardware is set to idle or it will follow whatever is there in there now, and you won't be descending as you like. Yeah, to be fair, it is nearly idle anyway, thankfully, so... Yeah, so that's the thing, you've got to follow the tutorials, aviation. The amount of comments I've had from people saying it's not working, but it's because they've not followed the tutorials. You've got to make sure that you've got the FSS experimental branch. So if you've got it on Contrail or Aerosoft, you effectively have to uninstall the aircraft. Once you've uninstalled the aeroplane, you will then be able to reinstall it, but you will be able to select either the stable branch or the experimental branch, basically. Yeah, as in, sorry, I meant they're in idle right now, but my actual physical hardware is idle already as well, just in case. Great explanation though. I didn't fully understand it myself, if I'm honest. 25 track miles for Rattenberg. Let's do a call. Just going to look for some ATC quickly. Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 165. We've got a QNH in Innsbruck 1010 and descending level 200 inbound Rattenberg. The special lock DME East Circle Land 08 approach. We'll report Rattenberg. Innsbruck traffic. MD-88. Go back to toga mode there on the thrust panel. Looks like Ian's on the way in. Easy 47 Lima Golf. Ooh, they might clash with us. Who's that? 1458. Oh Christ. There are 4 of us arriving at the same time, apparently, according to VATSIM radar. And there's actually 6 of us arriving within 3 minutes. Right, I need some...
Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 11 Mike Alpha. We will be holding at 10,500 at Rattenberg. Innsbruck traffic. We are at MD-11.
And Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 165, type MD-88. So we'll be descending to 9,500 feet to hold Rattenberg for sequencing. Innsbruck traffic.
Okay, it seems like the 6 Mike Echo will be inbound Rattenberg. We'll be holding at 10,000 pounds.
Speed brake. Has that extended it? Yep, good. Got a speed override here. Let's get rid of the music as well. This is going to be a really messy hold entry at this speed. Christ. Where's that tablet? Is that... No, look, so the little plaque's gone. So there used to be a little plaque there. Oh, lovely job. It's appeared. We don't want takeoff data, though. Want landing data. Landing weight 55 tons, thereabouts. So drift down, we're going to need to sort out pretty rapidly.
Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, type MD-11. Inbound Rattsburg, holding on a right pattern at 10,500, slowing down to 250 knots.
Master aircraft, can you go up another 1,000 feet, please? I'm going to hold at 10,500 behind Osprey 165.
$10,000.
And Osprey 165, this is Osprey 1 Mike Alpha.
Go on.
Are you holding at the 9,500 by any chance?
Just at Rattenberg, 9,500. Also, just to listen for any other traffic in the valley, but not getting anything, so I will go direct to final now.
Roger, Osprey 1 Mike Alpha, descending to flight level 9,500. Correction, altitude 9,500.
And Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 165, Rattenberg, passing Rattenberg, 9,500, direct Advig for the Special Lock DME East procedure, circle to land 08, will report on final 26, braking to the downwind.
Thank you, Translator. Okay, we're 10 miles behind you, so we'll go direct to Adwick behind you, we'll be 10 miles.
Turn that weather radar off. I'm going to hide the yoke because I actually need to see what the heck is going on here with this. So 9,500.
Inbound passengers, we're going to hold for 12,500 and give you guys some spacing. So attach up 7 and ping 086 to 108.
Okay.
Traffic Translator 6 Mike Echo, when we're overhead.
Just about worked. We are working hard.
Landing gear.
It'll be
Disregard.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Just disregard. There's a little horn silence there. I hope.
Traffic after another 05 lining up after landing company traffic.
Right, what have we got? Landing lights, windshield anti-fog, and as required, bank angle limiter is set. Seatbelt signs.
And Innsbruck traffic Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, overhead
Got on auto.
we are doing a right hand
OLS is
at 9,500,
captured.
240 knots. Innsbruck traffic.
Stabilizer motion.
Check. 4,400. That is the worst placed.
the traffic. Mike Echo, we're overhead Rattenberg, direct to Adwig for the special. Localised DME East, thereafter circle to land runway 08. We'll report established on runway 26.
I slope catches. And Innsbruck Osprey 165 is now on the glides. Special lock DME East. Okay, so I need gear down.
$2,500.
I have to trust the jet because we have got 0 visibility and no terrain mode. ABS warning. That's because we need the gear down. Oh, 3 green, lovely job. Chuff. So all the brakes not working. I need ignition mode on both. Christ, we're not going to see very much.
Golf inbound, Whiskey India 752, just 175 knots.
Flat retraction. Oh, we've got a full flat 131.
Innsbruck traffic transit 6 Mike Echo, we're established on runway 26. That's 20 miles an hour.
That's on, that's set, that's good, that's all done.
Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 3 Yankee Oscar vacated runway 08.
Okay, there we go. Now that's set and armed. I knew there was something. Go around altitude is to quite high, I believe. It's back to 9,500.
Roger, no.
Yeah.
Innsbruck traffic Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, slowing down to 200 knots, continuing our spacing with
Look at
traffic.
this.
We will be exiting the hold. We will call.
What are we doing this for?
Sound. Buddy localizer and
Absolutely mega.
Special ops runway 08 east, circle to land. Innsbruck traffic.
Yeah, thanks, guy. I knew there was something.
Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 905, departing runway 26, Kogo 3 Juliet, departure include traffic.
Problem is, I can't remember where the terrain radar is for the life of me in this, because we've not been in it for a while. Yeah, I mean, we're visual anyway, so I'm happy. Okie dokie.
Innsbruck traffic Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, vectoring for heading 110.
From NDB. Missed approach is, we'll set 077 initially. Just in case. Fire control. And Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 165 is visual with the field passing the rum NDB, breaking off the downwind. Circle land 08 will report late downwind.
Info traffic, Austrian 905 is airborne, 3,500 feet, will be flying close to the mountains to avoid oncoming traffic, traffic.
Cheers.
Innsbruck Tiger E47 Glen Golf, going around.
Oh Christ. Oh, we got traffic towards. It's all kicking off. Okay, so we're at minimums. And we're going to start this turn. Very conscious somebody's going around, and I think they're right towards us.
190, direct to Radford. We'll call on the right stop.
Looking for traffic. There's the ski ramp. This is freeware, the Sobo handcrafted, done by Gaia. It's amazing. They're looking for pylons. There's the ski ramp, that's very helpful. I've not done this in a very long time. I'm just letting it slowly drift down to 3,500 feet. Trying to get it nicely trimmed. Which we're not far off there actually. Pop my flight director off because it's very distracting. Beautiful. Look at that, team. That is absolutely amazing. So there's a ridge line, and I'm looking for some pylons. Is the church visible? No, by the looks of it. Hopefully it comes into view momentarily, though. The pylons follow this valley here. So we're going to start the turn. Checking our altitude. We're good.
Caution, terrain.
Innsbruck, traffic Osprey 165, downwind 08.
Innsbruck traffic, Hotel Bravo, Yankee Tango Sierra, Tiger RV 14 VFR, approaching from the west, from the west, aiming for...
I'm to go manual throttle here because I've just noticed the auto thrust system is not happy. So now hand flying, everything on the jets, throttle a lot.
Innsbruck traffic, we're overhead, the run ND, maybe up visual with the field, we'll be braking off the left heading 230 for the circle to land.
Extended scent lines on the map, that green dot for us. Look at that, imagine this as a view, folks, for you. Amazing. Speed's looking okay here. Oh, look at that for frames per second. Not happy, is it? Okay, where be that church? It should be down there somewhere. Can't see it. Just gonna have to trust our gut. 3.1. So on the bottom left of my VOR, I'm tracking 3.2. That is the OEV VOR, if you like. It was actually the localizer. When that hits now, 3.5 turning in. Innsbruck traffic Osprey 165 is turning final. Circle land 08 Innsbruck. Speed's good. Altitude's just coming down a little bit there. Disregard. I forgot how to turn the ground proximity warning system off in this.
Caution, terrain.
Overshot the turn a little bit. We've got time, space and time to get this back.
Innsbruck traffic, Transavenue Mike Echo, we're right downwind for runway 08, we'll report established.
Loads of time. Look at that. We're going to have slight white pappies because it's a 3.77 degree glide path angle, so we are effectively high, but that is intentional. Speed's good, profile's looking okay, I'm happy with this. And Innsbruck Osprey 165, short final 08 to land.
Minimums
Continue.
400.
Speed, a little bit more power.
300.
Takes a while to spool them up.
200. 100.
Looking ahead.
50. 40.
Idle.
30. 20. 10.
Cross reversers.
Landing behind the KLM.
We're active. Medium order brake. Decelerate nicely. Reversers are set.
Traffic Osprey 1
Manual brakes.
Alpha, inbound with the India 12. We are now on the glide slope for the ILS. Correction, localized.
Look at that.
Expecting the circle to land on reverse.
Only gone and ruddy done it.
we will make our call for the turn.
Oh, I forgot APU after all of that, and I probably would have been worthy of using that, to be fair. And Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 165 is vacating 08 onto the apron to park. Is GSX going to work for me now? What stands have we got for 18? Actually don't know.
Auto Tango 0, short final 08.
Okay, can we just make it?
Christ, how close were you? This looks like a stand, doesn't it? Is it? Oh, QATL has crashed. Yeah, something's really broken with QATL. It's busy. I can see his Badger over in the corner with his big jet as well. I should help if I'd put flaps up as well, silly me.
Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 11 Mike Alpha, now on the turn for the special ops 08, circle to land on the
I'm just basically at this point guessing where the parking stand is, but I've just noticed it's slightly offset to where I am, but it is what it is. Parking brake set. Magic. APU power, that's all good, that's all set, that's all set. Happy with that. Pressurization systems look good.
Hey firm, we are doing the circle to land Osprey 11 Mike Alpha.
Lovely job.
Balls of steel, huh?
What have we got? Let's see. Oh, look at that! Oops. That's cool. Where's Zato? Is that you? I think it is, that's Badger.
And Innsbruck traffic Osprey 11 Mike Alpha on the downwind. Runway 08.
It's up here somewhere. We're going to see an MD... Oh my goodness. You look high, Zato. You at 3,700 feet. How many stutters are going on at the moment? This is insane. I've never known this.
I think the MD-11 is for grass parking.
While he's on the downwind, I'm just going to close my flight on New Sky. 10, lovely. 6-minute delay, fair enough, unavoidable. But look at that, good touchdown. And it got mega busy, didn't it? Simulation pause, loads of that. I don't know what the hell's going on there.
the push operation turn to 6-1, 30, traffic.
Okay, once we start rolling the trucks now.
Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 1-1 Mike Alpha, turning final, runway 08.
Look at that! You're gonna have to go 30 degrees angular bank there. Jeepers. He's done it. Will he stop in time? Looks bloody quick. There's the touchdown zone. Here he comes. This is going to be maximum manual brakes, maximum reverse. Oh, look at that flare. Awesome. And he's holding it up. What a show off. Good effort. Look at this for a landscape. He looks very close. Well, these stutters are awful. It's definitely this NVIDIA graphics driver. There's that moody cloud there ruining a bit of vision as well.
Charlie in the valley will call for the turn for circle 08, Innsbruck.
There he is. Oops. Stutters are making this quite tricky. Oh, he looks low. He's in the 777. He's nailed it as well. You guys have got the turn better than I did.
Innsbruck traffic, Osprey 1-1 Mike Alpha, vacated runway 08, requesting the foam cannons for the brakes.
Yeah, Austria and one Mike will be following the standard approach.
Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 916 pushing back at descent 8, Innsbruck traffic.
Look at that for a touchdown as well. What a greaser. Oh. Oh, good job. Good effort. Austrians pushing.
And after 156, Tango taking 08.
Try and find who's next. Who's the next victim? Logic 2 Mike Charlie, Grant's inbound in the 737 MAX 8. They've got Osprey 1 Delta, Osprey 722, and Austrian 502 as well. Someone else can head on in now. So we got Tomjet 2 Mike Charlie's on short final.
2 Mike Charlie making the turn for the downwind circle land 08.
Oh god, these stutters on this graphics driver are terrible, aren't they? So he's in this cloud here. There he is. Just see his lights where my cursor is. No worries, Scott. Have a good one, mate. He is. Good effort, Zato. Scott, nice. Is that FSLTL? Because there's a big FSLTL update coming soon. Zato's painted like the MD-11 and a few other things for Osprey Airways. No worries, Ian. Trying to track him as closely as I can. Oof. Tense few seconds. Zam epic. Wow. The E-Jets are the ones for this. They make such huge profits. Where is he? There he is. He's on the turn. It's getting really cloudy. This is where setting things like extended centre lines for your arrivals come in really really handy. I had that on my MD-11, on my MD-88 nav display. A little extended centre line punching out so I could see specifically where that centre line was, and then try and get the turn right from there. Still over, you know, I didn't turn tightly enough. Here he comes.
Innsbruck traffic, Tom J. 2 Mike Charlie, final 0.
Three more coming in. The TUI livery is a cool livery, isn't it? Great touchdown. Good job. This airport scenery, by the way, is the handcrafted Asobo freeware that's included in MSFS 2024, made by Gaia Simulations.
Innsbruck traffic, also 9916, standing up and back checking runway 08, Innsbruck traffic.
Top job. Where's the cargo look 748 come from? There's the Austrian there. Gav's hot on his heels behind. I can see more lights 5 miles behind.
Innsbruck traffic, Tom Jet 2 Charlie, vacated 08.
God, yeah, this latest NVIDIA graphics driver is really wrecking my sim performance MPS. I don't know how to check the power utilization of it. Strins on a backtrack. We'll watch his takeoff. Big thank you to everyone who's watched wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to give us a little like. Yeah, it is really nice at night time, isn't it? There's one downwind. Is he going?
Innsbruck traffic option 9916, taking up runway 08.
Okay. Ah, Skybreaker, awesome. That'd be great. That's the side stick, right? If you're on my Discord server, by the way, folks, and you're in our Discord, do in the crew room chats area, so it's open to members and non-members. Put in there the routes that you want to see from the UK to South Africa or Africa generally for Osprey Airways, and we'll then have a little look at generating some of those into routes as well, and then creating a bit of a feeder. Right, that's a sporty one. He'd be well light, wouldn't he? Is he going to Vienna? The masking on those mountains are just, look at that. That's amazing. What a view. Where's Gav? Because there's an Austrian on final. Gav's here somewhere as well. There's Gav. That cargo looks. What an absolute beast. It is. It's the 747-8 going to Luxembourg. My goodness. What we should have done is put on the top of the hill there. We should have gone up there and looked down on the airfield with the drone camera. Oh god, this NVIDIA update is horrendous. There's a freeware scenery for Dakar that's really good, Sky Vagrant, on flightsim.to for 2020 and MSFS 2024 as well. There's Gav, there's an Austrian on final there. Check your on Unicom, Gav, 1228, because I can't hear anything. And if not, we can transmit for you if you want. Awesome. We've got Gav and then one more pilot.
Osprey 722.
What a fly along.
Turning forward 7 runway 08.
Great touchdown from the Austrians. Gav's on base, so he's going to appear any moment. Is Osprey 1 Delta on? Oh no, he's not flying on... oh no, he is. He's not on comms. Oh, he's high. He's got a good excuse though, because he's it's mega late in Australia, so fatigue kicks in. Whoever Osprey 1 Delta is, the cargo looks is saying he's going to line up anyway, even though I think you're on. Yeah. He might cut you off here and bugger your approach, Osprey. There we go, he's holding, good. I was trying to do some comms to help you out, I didn't want you going around. I had visions of a 747 taxiing towards you on short final. He's got it down. Crikey. Run for your lives! He's in the Phoenix. Oh, he's off. Good effort though. Not easy when it's super late at night. Cooliassa. Roll the trucks. Yeah, I wonder what aircraft he was operating then. A320, so Phoenix A320 I assume. It can be a bit of a handful at slower speeds when you're trying to do big control inputs. Osprey 1 Delta's next in, he's in the MD-83. Gone bold like ourselves. Is it Hergy? I think it is. Oh, we don't have any model matching for it. What is that? An A220? All the things to model match. Fair enough, Gav. But it's a good attempt. It's not an easy approach, this, at the best of times. And the weather's getting a bit worse here now.
Innsbruck traffic,
Nice efforts. Yeah, it's a little A220. Yamato, welcome mate. Hope you're well, been a while. That should be an MD-82. Oh, it's the Sukhoi Superjet. Interesting. Interesting choice of model matching. It is, isn't it? Yeah, good spot. Jeez. That's all of us, team. Look at that. Sobo handmade Innsbruck Airport, made with Gaia simulations as well, doing the artistry. Amazing scenery creator. They did miss a trick though, not putting the Axum's Church on. That's kind of key to these approaches. But yeah, big old fly along. Badger's got down his A400M, although that's shown as a Hercules for some reason. Yeah, great effort by everyone who's flown along today. Hope you guys have all enjoyed the routes. We'll send search and rescue out for you, MPS, in the North Sea somewhere. Ships are on the way to try and help find you as well. We'll watch, yeah, good point, and we'll watch that 747 takeoff. Why not, eh? We'll end the stream with this. Absolute maximum realism. Big thank you to all of you wherever you are in the world. I shall let you know, if you're in our Discord members lounge, I'll let you know how my intro session with VATSIM Sub-Saharan Africa goes tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll start planning next week's live stream as well. Oh my goodness. He's just taking some rooftops with him as well. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, he's gone sporty. There we go. Thank you everyone for flying along. Hope you've enjoyed it. My goodness. Hit like, hit subscribe. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Thanks for flying along. He's going to space.